Today we're getting under the hood of women's health with Nayara Vargas, a first-year communications design student. In 2022, Nayara's work was featured in a student exhibition at the Museum of Modern Art. Nayara will get under the hood of sexual health.
I learned about sexual health freshman year of high school in my health class at art and design. Only the freshmen got the health class so that we were set for the rest of our lives, but I didn't retain a lot of the information in that class only because it was incredibly boring and I did not like the teacher. But I did learn the most important bits such as birth control, contraceptions, different STIs, and all of the important bits about consent and what it is to be sexually healthy. So I'll tell you the time that I lost my virginity at 17 years old, which I think is a pretty normal age. It's not too young, it's not too old either, as society might say it. I was seeing this guy for some time and we were hanging out at his house and we were actually watching the Cars movies and we were up to Cars 3. And I turned to him and I was like, I think I want to have sex. And he was like, okay, cool. As any man would be, excited and delighted to have sex. But we took all the safety precautions and he wore a condom, as anyone should. But I hope you know that losing your virginity is not a glorifying thing. It is not romantic. It is never pleasurable unless you're very lucky. Then I commend you. But my first time was not very nice. I did not enjoy it at all. And there was a curtain dividing his room and his mom was on the other side of the curtain. So that also contributed to a lot of tension and stress. But I knew I was ready and I felt ready and I trusted this person. So I knew it was the right time for me. I felt the same, honestly. Before and after, I kind of turned to him afterwards and I was, I just lost my virginity. And he's like, yep, yes, you did. And it didn't really hit me until the next time I had sex, and it wasn't with him. It was with my current boyfriend. And it was way nicer. I don't know how to explain it. It was an experience that couldn't have been recreated if it was me losing my actual virginity. But I felt like I was losing it again because I truly loved this person and I felt safe and I was in an environment where I felt safe. Before and after, there's not much of a change. I know everyone has that funny movie experience where they run in the mirror and they're like, do I look different? Do I look like a woman? I know the very basics of birth control. I know that there is the pill, the implant, the IUD. There is also a patch, which I didn't know existed, and I think it was invented much later than when I had my health class. I remember, I think I was 18. I was 18. I went to Planned Parenthood and I learned that you can get an IUD from the age of 13. And if you have insurance, then it's free. So I did a lot of research into IUDs and I figured they were the safest choice. So I went in and got an IUD. The procedure was very simple. I had taken a Tylenol 30 minutes before, so I felt very minimal pain. Then again, I have a high pain tolerance. But My parents found out about it, and a month later I had to get it removed because they did not like that. But I know that birth control has different effects on everybody, so please do your research when considering birth control. I never had any super negative side effects to the IUD, but everyone is different. So please consult your doctor. Don't listen to me on everything that I'm talking about. For STIs, there is a range from the less severe and to the most severe of STIs. I have gotten UTIs because I did not know the importance of peeing after you have sex. And so I got them multiple times. And then I had spoken to one of my girlfriends and I was like, I don't know why this always happens to me. I swear we're both clean. We keep ourselves clean. Why is this happening to me? She asked me, well, do you pee after you have sex? No. Well, there you have your answer. Orgasms, I know that they're great. I know that they feel great and everyone should orgasm. And I hear that it is very important for a woman to orgasm 3 times a day. So everyone, it's like keeping the doctor away with an apple. You gotta, there's no downsides. It's a good time. I do, especially in this age where everyone is sharing their stories about sexual health on the internet and on social media. And we have doctors who we can consult whenever we have questions. I know I have a gynecologist who I trust and I seek her counsel whenever I need any advice or I have a question about something that happened. She makes me feel very safe and comfortable, and I don't feel ashamed at all whenever asking her any questions. My primary doctor, he is a man, but he also makes me feel very safe and comfortable whenever he asks me questions such as, are you sexually active? And I give him my yes or no question or answer. But I don't think it really matters what gender your doctor is as long as they make you feel comfortable and you don't feel judged or they give you unbiased counsel. I've spoken to my gynecologist for my annual visit, which everyone should do. Everyone should, as soon as they turn 18 or 17, go to your annual visit at the gynecologist. But I would ask her some questions about whenever I had a UTI. She tested my urine and she figured out that there was some like foreign bacteria. So she prescribed me medication and I'm all better now. So my advice is try to be as comfortable with your health at all and sexual health as possible, especially when something is bothering you, whether it is when you're having sex with somebody or something related to your health. Many of us feel ashamed when something is wrong or something is different. Whenever I was on or I'm on my period, I am very hormonal and very feral, and I demand sex from my partner. Though I obviously practice consent, he happily obliges, but I didn't know that that was normal. And I'm 20 years old and I didn't know that. I always felt ashamed whenever I felt that way because I've never heard any other of my girlfriends talk about that. So I was just like, I am really weird for feeling this way. And then I was talking to my friend Liz, and I was like, Liz, why is this a thing? Why does this happen to me? She's like, Nayara, your body is demanding a baby. Obviously, you feel that way. And I wish more women felt that way. I wish more women had used their strength to speak about their feelings and sexual health and sex at all. I enjoy talking about sex with my friends. It's very enlightening and it's always fun exchanging stories. So why not do that more often? I wish I had told my mom when I lost my virginity. She would probably save me the trouble of having to frantically Google a bunch of things because I didn't know. Um, my relationship with my mother is a little different than most. It can be strained, it can be good, but now I make jokes with her about sex and such, and I wish I had been able to do that earlier because then I would be in a place where I would be at this place much earlier in terms of knowing my body and the importance of knowing sexual health. I think knowing all of these things about sexual health and the importance of it allows me to really venture in or venture through my sexuality and what I like and dislike. Because when you're worrying about the safety precautions, you can't really have fun. So I really, I really like that I have the safety net of knowing my sexual health so that I can explore with my partner what feels good and what doesn't feel good. There's this trend in my generation um related to hookup culture and just wanting to have a hoe phase where you just go out and you see as many people as you want without any strings attached. And it makes me really sad because I see that these people really crave a true and deep connection, but they're so caught up in feelings or not wanting to have them that they just engage in these meaningless relationships that could teach you something, but it's hard when they are, there's no real, there's really nothing connecting them. So what is there to learn? I don't know. That's how I feel. Casual sex is fun, I assume, but when you have a connection with somebody, it's 10 times better. So that that's something I value a lot.